See, Red Nation, what's good? Bulls come away with a big, much needed dub. Appreciate y'all for pulling up and supporting the channel, man. Hit that like button, subscribe to the page. Y'all know we do this every single Bulls game. We wanted it to be a blowout, didn't we? We wanted it to be a blowout. It didn't end up being a blowout. A little closer than we thought. I'm not going to say that the defense was great. I'm not going to say that the defense was good. But the defense did enough when I needed the defense to do it to come away with the win. And that's what is important. Let me check here. Trying to see here. Just trying to make sure that about when Billy Donovan's going to go on. We will listen to his press conference as he goes on to the game. My thoughts, my takeaways from the game. Listen, you had a lot of people contribute tonight. DeMar, 29, 10 rebounds, 5 assists. He had the double-double, 2 steals, 1 block. Zach LaVine, 26 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. Vooch had 18, 13, 2 assists, 3 blocks. These are big plays from big guys a part of your team. These are big plays from guys that are a major part of your team. You know what I'm saying? And you see the other guys. Listen, Ayo Dosunmu gets in there, 13 points, 1 rebound, 9 assists, 1 steal. Did an excellent job defensively. Did an excellent job on Franz Wagner that I think was a very big turning point in the game. Kobe White with 9, 3, and 5. You know what I'm saying? Troy with 9 and 3. Tyler Cook with 6, 5, and 1. Tyler Cook got some good minutes in there. This is what you want to see from this team. This is what you want to see from this team on a consistent basis. The question mark is going to be, can they do that on a consistent basis? And can they play better defense versus some of these better teams? I don't know if I would look at tonight's win and say, oh my God, I feel confident about this team moving forward. Because I think versus some of these better teams, versus the Phillies, versus who else we got coming up? The Suns. If you're not playing defense, you're not just going to outscore everybody. You got to know when you can play defense. You got to know when to play defense. I don't know if the Bulls have that right now. But they're doing enough to come away with these wins that they're supposed to get. Let's not overhype this win. This was a win we were supposed to have. Guess what? It was a win we were supposed to have when we lost to them. That's what it really is. That's what it really is, man. Even if and I see people talking about, we see this every live. We're missing Caruso. We're missing Lonzo. They don't have that kind of talent on the other side. You're supposed to be able to beat these teams. That's what it comes down to. And I feel good about the win. Listen, it's a much better win than it is a loss, but you're supposed to be able to beat these teams. And DeMar DeRozan, Zach LaVine, Vooch, they did what they had to do to beat these teams, man. They did what they had to do to beat this team. Phone lines are open as well, man. Call into the show, 855-908-5668. The Contender phone lines are open. I want to hear from you, the Bulls fan. I want to hear what you saw tonight. I want to hear what you looked at tonight. You know what I'm saying? I'll say this. The Bulls showed fight tonight. Orlando showed a lot of fight as well, but the Bulls showed fight tonight. And they come out with a win, and they now have more wins than they had all last season. We're moving in the right direction. We got a half a season to go. We're moving in the right direction, and we've got a half a season to go. These young fellas are doing what they got to do. Ayo Dosunmu having a big game, knocking down some big shots for the Bulls. That's what you want to see. That's what you want to see. Number 1 team in the East. That's what I'm talking about. You have to find a way to continue to do what you're doing while adding some defense in there. You know what I'm saying? You have to find a way while continue to doing what you're doing while adding some defense in there. Because the defense that the Bulls play tonight, and the defense that the Bulls have continued to play, is not going to cut it. It's just not. I love my team. I love what Zach did. Zach came out tonight, 26 points, 8 for 17 shooting, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. That's great. I love it. He was very efficient. But let's be real. Let's be real. If you play that kind of defense versus the teams that we have coming up on this schedule, we might be in trouble. Good win tonight. You're supposed to win this team. You're supposed to beat this team. You just are. Crucial says, whose game do you think Io has the potential to be similar to? At first, when he first came in the league, I said, let's be real. Come on, guys. We all know this guy's going to be, he's going to be good. He's going to be solid. He's going to be in the league for 10 years. He's going to be Kirk Heinrich. And I've said many a time since I said that, I was wrong. I was very, very, very wrong. Io DeSumo to me is a young player that has the potential to be a Drew Holiday kind of player. Now, I don't know if he'll score at that same tip, but you have to give him credit for what he's doing. And what he did tonight for the Bulls was big. Listen, it wasn't Vooch or Javante or, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't any of those guys that stopped Franz Wagner on a big play that could have kept the Magic in that game. Guess who it was? It was Io DeSumo. It was Io DeSumo. The rookie. And let's not forget, we look at him and he gets a lot of leeway because he's a rookie, but the rookie. He's been in the NBA all of how many games have we played? What we have 48 games? Right? What are we, 32 and 17? 50-some games? Look at where he's at. He's a rookie. He doesn't look like it. Very few games this season have we said he's looking like a rookie. He doesn't look ready. Very few games. Io DeSumo, very big tonight. Very big tonight. Andrew said a Jimmy Butler-like player. I don't know if he has the size to be a Jimmy Butler-like player. But he's got the confidence. He's got the confidence to be that. Let's go out to the phones, man. We got out in the 312. By the way, if you guys are in here, man, hit that like button, subscribe to the page. We do this every single Bulls game. Comcast willing. Shout out to y'all for showing love. Let's go out to the 312. Maurice is on the line. Maurice was good.
How you doing, Pat?
What's going on with you, man? How you feeling?
It's been a very interesting season, and I think it is clear the team has to make a move. And I feel that even if we didn't have all these injuries, we would still need to make a move because, you know, we're seeing defense is going to be a struggle. And I understand people want to be critical on the team, but you're really going to have to understand that defense, DeMar and Zach are going to be having to defend a lot more than they usually have to. So they're going to it's going to be like this every night until we get those guys back because they really, really stabilize the team and really make sure everyone is in their place. And when you lose three, especially even Derrick Jones Jr., you're going to have a lot of misassignments, a lot of not helping out when they should be helping out. This is what happens when you miss critical pieces of your team. Like, for example, the Nets are a little bit wonky, but let's say if the Nets lose Patty Mills, that's gonna hurt them in the long run because he provides a scoring punch they don't really have outside of their major two stars.
Yeah,
we got to realize sometimes it's just these guys aren't going to always be perfect, and we got to realize that as Shaq put it, sometimes those others are really important. Those, I wouldn't say role players, but guys who really fulfill certain needs of a team really are critical. If they're not there, the team's going to suffer for it.
No, yeah, I agree. It's going to be interesting to see what they do before the deadline, my boy. It's going to be real interesting to see. And it's going to be because you got to wait for those guys to get back. Hey, appreciate you for calling in, bro. We got Billy Donovan talking right now, so we're going to run to that. Stay safe out there, all right, my guy?
All right.
Let's listen in to Billy Donovan on the line right now talking about what's going on with or what he saw in tonight's game versus the Orlando
Last
Magic.
10 games, he's averaging 6.5 assists, 1.8 turnovers. Will you take that?
Oh yeah. He was good. I think he had a couple plays. That's the thing I'm talking about. Like for him, I think if you look at him before we had COVID and these injuries, he was finishing on the break. He was the guy getting it and going to the rim. Now he's got the ball on the break, and he has to recognize, okay, Vooch is going down the floor. Who's on him? Is there a guard on him? Okay, Zach's up on the wing. Who's is he like? These are things that he's never really had to think about. But I really give him credit in terms of the security of the ball, where sometimes he misses things, but it's not like he's turning the ball over. He had a couple turnovers there. I think however many he had tonight, he had a couple tonight, but like immediately he like course corrects and he really, really tries to get better, and he tries to do a better job of taking care of the ball.
I believe he's talking about Io.
We're going to take one more from Zoom. Eugene McIntosh, go ahead.
Hey, Billy, going back to Io,
We can hear
I
the
covered
question.
him back at high school when he played at Morgan Park, and I think I can count on my hand a number of times I've seen him celebrate when he's done well, from Morgan Park to University of Illinois, and now his rookie season with you guys. What does it say to you and to everybody else about a rookie like that when he has big moments like that, to just be able to stay even keeled and stay in the moments and gain a respect to his veteran teammates?
Yeah, I think it's a great point that you make there. That's the one thing I love about him is I think there's a bigger purpose and a bigger mission for him, where it's not necessarily a play or a shot, that he's kind of playing for. I think he's playing for the team. He's playing to make guys around him better. He has a really, really good ability to stay present and stay in the moment and not get wrapped up in something that happened previously or get too anxious or excited about what's getting ready to come. And he's got really, really good poise for a young guy. He just really, really does. And he's very calm on the bench. And I think he knows, what he has to do and what he's capable of doing. And listen, I've said this before, there was a reason that he didn't go in the first round. And the one thing that's the hardest thing to do, and I obviously was in college for a lot longer than I was in the NBA, but the hardest thing to do is evaluate and project what somebody's makeup is competitively. And he's as good as there is. And you know what? People said he's not maybe this great 3-point shooter. Well, you know what? He makes big threes. We need a big he'll make a big play. So I think he really stays present. I think he really it just stays locked into what he has to do. And I think he wants to keep getting better and improving. And I think for him, he wants to be a really, really good player at this level. And he knows one play that he makes, if it's a great play, is not going to secure that this is going to be a journey for him. And I think he is prepared to put the work in, during the journey.
Appreciate it.
Okay. Yep. Thank you, guys.
That was Billy Donovan in the post game, not a long post game there. Hey, Billy be getting up out of there, dog. Like, Billy got stuff to do after a while. Billy got stuff to do. You know what I'm saying? Billy be getting in. Billy get up out of there. He not playing with none of them mugs. Hey, shout out to y'all for pulling up, man. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the page. Let's go out to the 219. We got Maul on the line. Maul, what's going on with you, my boy?
What's going on, Pat? Good win. I got to come with the Dominique Toretto. Don't matter if you win by inch or not. A win is a win.
A win is a win, baby. A win is a win.
So it's a couple of things. It's good to see Vooch again. When you look at his statistics, he shot 47% from the field.
Yep.
But when you really break it down, he was like 8 of 12 from inside the 3-point line.
Yeah, they get away from going to him inside a lot. I don't get it.
Yeah, he just couldn't hit his threes. But inside, and that's the thing I'm happy to see, is that inside his shot is falling better on the inside. Because at the beginning of the season, he wasn't hitting inside or out. Now his confidence is getting better on the inside, and that's really a good thing to see, because that's what we're going to need for him in the postseason, is that post-game presence and things like that. So you want him to hit his threes, but I can live with him missing threes or being highly efficient from inside the paint. That's where he has to be efficient at.
Yeah.
Zach was Zach. You know, he had a couple of shots that he should have knocked down, but he still shot somewhat, you know, efficiently from the field. And it was good to see him getting calls, like getting, you know, calls and things like that, and really knocking it down from the free throw line.
Yeah.
I ain't got to talk about DeMar because DeMar is just consistent in what he does.
DeMar balling,
But,
dog.
you know,
balling,
dog. Man.
It's one of them. It's like you just gotta look and just be like, fam, he really. They said the last 5 games, DeMar DeRozan is averaging 32 points. You really gotta look and just be like, what?
yeah, and it's crazy, and it keeps reminding me, like, everybody was saying this is the worst offseason pickup, and I'm like, but when you see him out there on the court, you're like, how did they think this was the worst offseason pickup? You know, he's been so consistent. They ain't watched. And the last two people I want to talk about, of course, Kobe didn't shoot well tonight, but the thing I like to see is that when his shot is off, he's looking to play make. He had a couple of great assists and passes, even passes like he had that one to Tyler Cook that Tyler couldn't finish, but it was a good pass. And that's what I like to see Kobe doing, you know, expanding his game a little bit. And his defense has been so much better than it has in the past. But we got to talk about this rookie. Like, Ayo, I don't know how the hell we lucked up into him, but this young man, I want to call him a young man. I don't want to call these men kids.
Yeah.
But this young man is just a baller. And he does it in so many different ways. Tonight, he showed it. In the first half, he had like 5 points, but he just was like, okay, I'm a playmate. He was throwing some no-look passes and just setting everybody up. And the thing I like about Ayo, and this is no diss to Lonzo, but the thing I like about Ayo is he will attack the paint and look for his big man. You know, he knows when to get the ball to his big man in the paint for an easy dunk. There were several plays that he got to Booch, several plays that he got to Tyler Cook that was like, that's a special play because he just knows, like, this is my big man. I'm going to easily feed it to you and get you a nice little, you know, feed you a dime.
Right.
And then to have the mentality to, in the second half, step up on the scoring end and hit some big clutch shots, you know, that 2-point from the mid-range and then to turn around and come back down and hit a clutch 3. You know, those are some big plays that you're asking out of your rookie, you know, and things like that. And this guy is special. I can't wait for this rookie sophomore tournament they got because I want to see him go out there and completely ball out on these boys. Hey. Like, y'all drop me to 38. I want y'all to see that I'm better than that because this man right here, I don't know how we lucked up into him, but he plays like a veteran. And the thing is he's not like overconfident. He doesn't go out there trying to showboat. He just plays his game and tries to do whatever he can to help us win.
Yeah.
And that's something you want to see out of your rookie. And the sky's the limit for him. He's a special talent. Even on, like you said, even on games, and I know you got a lot of guards, but even on games where he doesn't play well, you're like, you have to remind yourself, oh yeah, he's still a rookie. You know, like even on games where his shot isn't falling or he might not get as many assists, you're reminded. It's like a wake-up call, like, oh yeah, I forgot this dude is still in his first year.
Yeah.
He plays so well.
100%.
Of the game.
It's crazy. It's crazy. And this is, and appreciate you. And Maul, shout out to you for calling, man. Great call as always, man. Since you've been calling in, you stay with the great calls, man. Stay safe out there, my boy. All right.
Always be safe.
Hey, and that's a fact, bro. Ayo Dosunmu ranks among the top defensive players, not among rookies. Top defensive players in the NBA. When it comes to percentage of coverage, when it's on ball, Ayo Dosunmu is one of the best on ball defenders, not among rookies. In the NBA. That's mind-blowing. And he's become an integral part of what we're going to do. And I'm going to be honest with you. When the playoffs come, when the Bulls need to get stops, when the Bulls need to get defense, you're going to see a lineup of Caruso, Ayo Dosunmu, Lonzo Ball. You're going to see that lineup. Because of how big he has become a part of this team. And again, this is why I tell Muggs, you have to, like, one and dones are cool. One and dones are cool. But those guys that play for multiple years come into the game and make an instant impact. They just do. They come into the game, they make an instant impact. Let's keep it going to the phones, man. We got Marv on the phone line, man. Marv been waiting for a little while. Shout out to Marv out in Dallas. Marv, what's going on, brother?
What's going on, Pat?
How you
What's
feeling,
going on, fans? I'm feeling good, man. How you like that one, Pat?
Hey, it's a dub you was supposed to get. It's a dub I would have liked you to get the last time, so I wasn't losing my mind. But it's a dub you're supposed to get. I like it. Hey, listen, any dub is a good dub, if it's by 1 or if it's by 30.
That's right. And this one here, they closed it. So it ain't like I feel bad about it.
Yeah.
They made sure that that Orlando realized that they were the better team. They took them out in the end. And also, you remember I told you, man, before I get started, I just wanted to let you know, man, I did a little research today, Pat, and went back on your season preview of the Bulls season. And you were pretty much on point, my man. Do you know that?
Oh, on the hey, I gotta rewatch it. I ain't gonna lie to you. That video was a while ago, my boy.
I know it. And I did it intentionally, Pat, because you and P Kid were on there, and I wanted to just hear you guys. You know, I just want to hear some of your things, see how deep you are on your team. You're pretty on point, seriously.
Shout out to you, bro.
But I just want to say, you know, Miami lost again tonight, right?
Oh yeah, I know that. Hey, listen, hey, where's Ringo when you need him?
Yeah. And you know I'm looking for P Kid. You know I'm looking for P Kid.
Hey, yeah. Oh, did Brooklyn lose?
No, they're playing right now, but they are losing.
Oh, Kid's in the chat. Kid's in the chat. He listening right now.
Well, okay, if he can hear me, you know I'm looking for you, buddy, because you said Brooklyn was going to win all those games, and as a matter of fact, they have not won not one of them yet. But back to our boys.
Yeah.
Another thing I want to say, for all the fans, man, out there who be struggling with our losses and whatnot, take a look at your scores right now and see what San Antonio is doing to Golden State. They beating them right now in Golden State, guys. Ain't no easy games out there, guys.
Yeah.
And we are not hunters no more. We are the hunted.
Yeah.
These guys played their A game to beat us tonight, and we still won the game easy. Now, just getting to our record. Our record is 32-18.
Yep.
We didn't win number 31 games total last year. We already one game above that.
Yep.
Now, not putting the wagon before the horse, because if anybody don't know this, y'all need to know this. This next game against Toronto is going to be one of the toughest games that we played this year. Those dudes are killing it. They just beat Miami twice in the last 4 days.
Yeah.
And you remember the last time we beat them, Pat? We're the only guys who beat them. They would be on a 7-game winning streak if we didn't beat them. So I want to relay. Every time I make a call, I like to talk to the fans, and because we get been out of shape a lot, man.
Yeah.
Now today's game remember I told you about winning these games. Now Miami's gonna go on the road for 4 straight. We are 4 game in first place now, Pat.
Yeah.
With all the troubles that we've had recently. How that sound?
Hey, I love it. I'm going to let you know this right now. Kid is in the chat. He said, well, I said that before they ruled out KD for 6 weeks. I feel like KD was already out.
No.
I feel like
when
KD was already out, Marv.
I told him KD was out. You remember when I made the comment? I told him KD was out, and they was going to go on the West Coast trip. Now, what happened is Harden didn't play. But here's the deal. Who cares in this league about injuries? Nobody, just like us. When we were hurt, guys, and we lost them games when Levine and DeRozan was out,
yeah,
our fans, not me, I'm going to be honest, not me, were calling in, ripping us. But listen, it's tough to win out here, man, when you ain't got your people, man.
Yeah.
And that ain't on this West Coast trip. I ain't going to hold you long because I know you got a lot of callers, but I just want to say again to all the fans, 1 game at a time, guys.
1 game at a time.
And if we lose, that's right. If we lose one, pick it up and come on and get ready for the next one. Ain't no need because all of the yapping and screaming and hollering that we do ain't going to change nothing that those guys can do. They're going to go out there that next game and try to give it their all. Just in closing, Io, you remember? I don't know if you remember a little while back that I called in and explained to you. It was the second game after Lonzo Ball got hurt. I called in and I said that Io was shooting 53% from the field for that month.
Yeah.
And your response was what? I told you I do my stats. He is killing it, guys.
Hey, he getting
And
more
also,
time
last
now.
thing I want to say is this. I heard you say earlier about his comparison to Drew Holiday.
Yeah.
Well, it's a poll, and the guy asked the question, this was earlier today, who does Ayo Dosunmu best remind you of in the NBA? And my response, I wrote a big old essay. Totally Drew Holiday.
Yeah.
Floor general, defense, and his numbers, if you look at him, his numbers are almost exactly the same as Drew in his rookie year.
Yeah.
Ayo is going to be something special, guys.
Hey, I agree with you.
About that?
I agree with you. I think I said Kirk when he came in because, and not to say like numbers would be the same, but one most disrespect Kirk when I said Kirk, everybody was like, Kirk Heinrich. I was like, y'all know he's like our 3-point leader until Zach LaVine got here, right? But
man,
I thought he would be a solid player. I didn't think his ceiling would be like over the top.
Wow.
But with
that was one of the things I mentioned in my little essay that I wrote to the guy about his feeling, about his just know-it-all, about his calmness, his demeanor, no pressure. Oh, man, I know you've seen those passes tonight. I'm not going to because he's still young, guys.
Yeah.
It's a long season, guys. Great win. Let's keep it up. But like I said, I ain't too high because this next game against Toronto is going to show us even more pack. These guys are good.
That's a fact. Toronto, I say this, Toronto and Orlando, and shout out to you, Mar. Appreciate you for calling in, man. As always, stay safe out there. Keep it going, bro. Appreciate the call, bro.
All right. Yes, sir. Go Bulls, baby.
C-Red Nation in the building, baby. This is what I say. Next team's up. I don't know if the coaches will be the same. Possibly not. Toronto, Orlando, OKC. Those three teams, to me, are the next teams that are going to develop into the next best teams. Coaching, barring coaching, you know what I'm saying? Like the coaching is so important here. Like, is Nick Nurse going to do that? Is I can't even think of Buddy's name in OKC. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, are they going to be able to develop these guys to that next level? But there's a lot of talent on Orlando. Both Wagners. Suggs is good. Cole Anthony is a bucket. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's 4 guys right there. They're just young. Hey, man. We got to go out to the 773 because we got the pettiest man alive on the phone. I love that he called in and he dropped the name. I don't know if he did this. I don't know if he actually said it. Did you say your name was Pete Casanova, or did it just translate it to that?
Oh, it came out clear, huh?
Oh, you said Pete. Okay, long as you said Pete.
I definitely said Pete.
Hey, because I was definitely like, fam, if it translated this to Pete Casanova, I am going to be dying laughing.
I said petty. It never registered.
So it never does.
Okay, let's see if Pete registers. Hey, Pete registers. I guess that's what it is, man.
Hey, kid, what's going on with you, my boy?
Nothing much, man. It's meeting night. You know how it goes.
I'm with you. To
the post game. Appreciate you, as always, holding it down. Shout out to you for being Mr. Consistent. That's Mamba mentality for real right there. Just wanted to shout you out.
Big love to call.
Shout out to Chat for always coming through. Shout out to Marcus Couch for all the great tips and stuff like that. He just DM'd me some good stuff for us to go ahead and try to get them press passes, man. I want to see it happen. So
hey, I want to see that. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not sending nobody to the press conference for P Kid. I don't want to go. The only reason I don't want to go is because y'all saw how long Billy is there. Like, I'm not going there to talk to Billy for 2.5 minutes. So I'm sending Kid just so Kid can be like,
ask a hard-hitting question.
Hey, I want to see. I want to see Kid in there just like, Pete Casanova. You got to go in as Pete, by the way. Pete Casanova, Windy City Breeze. So why does he suck? What's going on with that? Why is this dude? Why is this
God.
dude
Hey, listen,
trash?
I'm gonna do that
What's
one good
happening with
time.
that?
I promise you I'm gonna do it. I promise you, if I can do it, I'm gonna do it one good time, just as a parody. Like I have to do it. Like at this point, if I don't do it, it's a waste of a good opportunity.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie to you. We may never get a press pass again, but the content's gonna be so great, and I'm gonna just have to put out a statement like we apologize. We'll never send Peter Casanova to the press pass again, and then we'll get another press pass, and I'll be like, now Pete Kidd is going on there. So why does this dude suck? What's going on with that? What's happening with that? You know what I'm saying? He's basically two dudes.
Now I wanted to sit here and like I came in, was just chilling, like minding my business, just trying to be supportive, just being a fan, cheerleading. And all of a sudden I get attacked again. Like, good Lord. Like I can't just have a moment to just relax. And so now Marv is sitting there saying, well, I'm looking for P Kid. Where Marv? Here I am. And my Stephen A. voice. You asked for me, you got me. At this particular point, we are one game ahead of the next team. And the team I ultimately told everyone I was worried about is a half game back. Now, what was that team I said I was ultimately worried about in the playoffs, Pat? What team was that?
Talking about Miami?
Miami was one of them. I said Miami is something to look at.
Philly,
But what
Philly,
team was I was worried about?
You talking about Philly?
Philly is a half game back.
Crazy.
Without Ben Simmons, without their major trade that's supposedly looming and things like that. I've been pretty consistent when I said, hey, Philly is a team to look at.
Yeah.
Philly's the team that no matter how many times we match up against them, Embiid gives us like good numbers and sends us packing for some odd reason. I've been pretty consistent on it. I don't frankly care if the Nets make it or not. I just said if they're full strength and everyone's on the floor, it's Kyrie, James Harden, and KD.
Yeah.
You tell me you're going to beat that. I love to see it. I'm going to root for the Bulls, but I'm going to be in the back of my mind. I'm going to understand if we take the loss. I'm going to root for the Bulls, but I'm going to understand if we take the loss. It's Kyrie, KD, James Harden.
It makes
full
sense
strength,
is what you're saying.
It makes sense, right? So I've been pretty consistent with it. And the team I said to look out for is on the rise.
Yeah.
They are number 3 in the East, and they are actually tied realistically with Miami. They're half game back from us. All I'm saying is I just don't want to see Philly. I'm happy we winning. Keep it going. I'm happy Iowa's playing well. Keep it going.
I mean, I will say
the
best way for us to avoid them until the ECF is for them to stay as close to us as possible.
Absolutely. In fact, if they lose a game, we should probably lose a game just to stay real close to them. Right? Hey, listen, if we want, we want you too. You drop down to 3, we want to be right there because I don't want to see them in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Y'all can say whatever you want to say, but I tell you this: for all those who, again, it's nothing but love. I'm gonna let y'all go. Because I get my chance to talk in the mornings. But come through the morning show. We love to see you all there.
Absolutely.
Appreciate the support. Love Breeze Nation. Pat, love you, my brother. All the P1s in there. Love you all. Appreciate the support. I'll holler at y'all later.
Hey, one love, kid. One love, kid. Appreciate you for tuning in and rocking with us as always, man. Kid, man, tomorrow, I'm telling y'all, if y'all gonna tune in for any morning show, tune in tomorrow because it's the first time that, and we're in the chats. You know what I'm saying? We're in the chats. We talk. Love you, Pete. Kim G said, love you, Pete. We're in the chats and we talk. You know what I'm saying? We do this. This is what we do. Me and Kid talking there is what we do in our text. And it's everybody. It's AD, Mr. Two Letters is still a part of the show. Don't forget him. It's Jay Holt, it's Ringo. We're all talking. And we're breaking down what's happening with the news throughout the day. Today might be the first day in the group chat that I felt like there was a real divide, not like divisive, like we don't want to hear what the other person is saying, but I felt like it was good conversation from both sides that were breaking down both good points. And so tune in for tomorrow for the live show, 6 to 9 a.m. I think it's going to be a great show. We're going to break that down. We're going to break down Bulls basketball. We're going to break down Iota Sumo making a game. We're going to break down this All-Star game coming up. We're going to break down the trade deadline. We're going to break down so much stuff. We're also breaking down football. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of topics we didn't get to today that we're going to get to tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, let's keep it going. Let's go out to the 773. Shout out to you. What's going on with you, man?
What's good, man? What's good?
See them Bulls in your front yard?
Just know that we upstairs is going hard. On God.
Oh, God. What's going on with you, my boy?
I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling good. You know, the rookie's still playing good. Hey, yo, what I said is starting to come into fruition. They are starting to trust him more. Now, don't get me wrong, the ball was in DeMar DeRozan's hands late, but you see they are starting to trust Ayo Dosunmu a little bit more than they trust Lonzo Ball. Now, I know because Lonzo Ball is more of a efficient shooter, but tonight it definitely showed that Lonzo, that come next season, it's gonna be a tough problem. It's gonna be a tough issue if Ayo keeps this up in the next season. You know, it's gonna be you're gonna have to make a hard choice on who you want as your starting point guard. Now, another thing, Nikola Vucevic, you did good tonight. Now, I wish that Wendell Carter hadn't got you a little bit, but you did good on the defensive end. Hey, yo, and by the way, I heard that you and the Chicago Bulls Central is supposed to be doing something on like Sunday.
Hey, we trying to work something out, man. I told him pull up. You know what I'm saying? We working something out. We might be having something where he joins the live call. You know, we got Bulls, we got Philly. It could be an ugly game. We're hoping it's not an ugly game.
I'm gonna keep it real with you. You think I'm a fool when I call in here? Hey, you should see me and his chat. Yo, but I really hope we get the game against the Phoenix Suns on Monday because that's a special day for me. It's my 26th birthday. I hope we get that game on Monday.
Okay,
but
we gonna be here.
But that next game, Vucevic definitely has to put his foot on Toronto's neck, especially with Scotty Barnes playing the center spot.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Hey, appreciate you for calling in as always, Shay. Stay safe out there, my boy. Hey, 26th birthday, man. Hey, listen, hey, turn up, little bull. We got to get a dub. We got to get a dub that day. That's all it is. We got to get a dub that day. Shout out to you, my boy. Stay safe out there.
Always.
All right, man. Peace. No, and good points. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to see Vooch continue to do what he's doing, right? You want to see Vooch continue to doing what he's doing. Vooch has found his groove. Vooch has found his rhythm. The Bulls have found how Vooch works, and while being a number 3. The numbers would not tell you that Vooch is your number 2. The numbers would not tell you that Vooch is your number 2. Right? The numbers would tell you that Vooch is your number 3 on this team, and the Bulls have finally found a way for it to work. That's important. That's the most important thing that this Bulls team can do. Find a way to make Vooch work. And listen, cut out the noise. Hit the like button if you agree. Hit the like button if you disagree. Just hit the like button. Make a decision. Find a way to make it work, right? I don't need Vooch scoring 25 a game if he's giving me 18, 13, and 8 with 3 blocks. You know what I'm saying? I don't need that. Find a way to make him fit this offense. You found the way. Get him in the post. It's where he's best. I'd rather see him knocking down a couple of 3-pointers than taking 7 and making 2 of them. And because he has the threat of making the 3-pointers, guess what he does? He goes out there, he pump fakes somebody, jumps out of their Nikes to try and get past them, and he blows past them. Lay. What are we talking about? Feed Vooch. And here's the thing. If you feed Vooch in the paint, guess what he does? Vooch down low. How many people have said, I wish Vooch, I wish, sometimes Vooch would just be aggressive in the paint. What does Vooch do? Sometimes he's aggressive, but more times than not, he goes down there, couple dribbles back to the basket, surveying the court, and then when he fakes like he's going to be aggressive going down there, what's he do? He draws that defense in because you need the double team to slow him down because he's that kind of player. Kick out. Wide open three. Hey, guess what? How did we get the big dagger from Ayo Dosunmu? Who fed that? Nikola Vucevic. Vooch does everything. Minus defense. And sometimes he played defense. Got 3 blocks. Vooch does everything. Let him go to work. Run your offense through the paint. There's 2 places I want to see the Bulls run this offense. I want Ayo to run it. And when they start going to ISO ball, kick that mug down to Vooch and let Vooch find the open man because he's good at it. Muggs was disrespecting Vooch all season. Some of the Mugs are supporting him in the chat right now. You know who you are. And look at him now. Look what he's doing. This is what he can do when you let him eat where he's supposed to eat. Let's go back to the phones. Going out to the 224, we got John on the line. John, what's going on?
Hey, it's pronounced Zon, bro. Zon.
Zon, what's going on, bro? My
G.
bad. It didn't pick it up right. What's going on with you, man?
Hey, man, it's no-go out here, bro.
Hey, what's good in the 847, my boy?
Hey, man, Bulls winning. That's what's good.
That's what we do. Hey,
But,
hey,
yo,
I'll
so
tell
I
you
went-
this.
so-
I'll tell you this. Shout out to North Chicago High School. It ain't what they do right now. God dang. We have
yeah,
not
but
been
yo,
getting
I went to U of I too, bro. So I've been peeping Ayo since he was back there, bro. And just like you were saying about Vooch, where him and Vooch got that relationship right now, just like how him and Kofi Coburn used to have back at U of I, bro.
Yeah.
Ayo know how to get. He get Tony Bradley looking good. He get the big. He's used to playing with a good big man.
Yeah.
And that's his game. That's their game, and they got that relationship, bro. So as long as they got that relationship, he would have had like 13, 14 assists if Vooch made a couple more outside shots tonight.
Yeah.
But Ayo's been that guy back when he had Kofi, and now that he got Vooch, he knows how to play that game, and that makes it easier for him. And it's a beautiful thing to watch because he's a hometown person, just like we all hometown people out up here and stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm just happy to see him doing well, and people been sleeping on him, and I'm happy to see that he's getting all this national attention, and he got that Rising Star game and stuff like that. It's all love to Ayo Dosunmu. That boy been killing it, man. That's the main reason I wanted to call in, just to shout out my alumni. Because
Hey, shout out
when
to
I was
the
in school, man, it sucked watching U of I play when I was there, and then Ayo came right after I had left, and then he brought U of I back, and now I'm not saying he's bringing the Bulls back, but he's showing up helping right now when we need some help because Caruso and Ball out.
Absolutely. No, for a fact. I'll tell you right now, it's not as fun watching U of I right now either. I ain't gonna lie to you. U of I, dog, struggling versus Northwestern. What we doing?
It's because Kofi Coburn ain't got no Ayo.
Man, you oh my God, dog. And what's buddy name, man? I can't even think of buddy name right now because I've been drinking. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Hey man, I'm happy that point guard that looked like the dude from Coach Carter came back though.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. What's his name? Caruso. It's not Caruso. What is his name? Something with a C.
Shit. He been gone for a whole year. I forget his name.
Man,
too.
I can't think of buddy name, man. Be struggling. Anyway, man, appreciate the call, man. Appreciate you for tuning in, man. You know we watching out here. Don't worry about it. All right, man. Stay safe out there.
All right, bro.
Hey, no go's finest, man. I ain't mad at it, dog. Nah, man. It's a fact though. Ayo Dosunmu is coming to this game and has set the tone immediately. This is why I say there's guys that you need to have that are those guys that can and Baki, where you at, my boy? Those guys that can come into the game right away and get the job done. The Bulls have found those guys. The Bulls have found contributors. Curbelo, shout out to Black Dane. Curbelo, Dog Curbelo be, man, when he come in off the bench, he be a spark. Sometimes he be trash, though. I ain't gonna lie to you. Sometimes Curbelo be shooting us out of the game. But yeah, you have to, and I think the Bulls have that on their team. Find those guys that can contribute right away. The Bulls have done that. Through trade, through free agency, through the draft. That's what you want to see this team do. And that's what you want to see these rookies do. You're seeing that from Mayo. You're seeing that from Mayo. You know what I'm saying? Matt Tate, evening. When do y'all sleep? We don't. We don't. Looking ahead at the next game, man, Bulls play Thursday. And I appreciate everybody who's in here, man. Hit that like button, subscribe to the page. Bulls next game Thursday versus the Toronto Raptors. Just like Marv said. Gonna be an interesting game. Van Vliet back. Didn't have Van Vliet that last game. This is not gonna be a cakewalk game. They game 6:30 on Thursday. I'm gonna be honest with you. Offensively, the Bulls can hang. They can't slow anybody down right now. And if you're not able to slow anybody down right now, it's going to be tough for you to win this game. In Toronto as well, I don't know if the Bulls get that one. I don't. I would say I could see the Bulls losing that game based on the defensive effort that we showed versus Toronto the last time, plus there was no Fred VanVleet. Now, if the Bulls step up defensively, very different story, right? Very different game, very different game plan. If they step up defensively, completely different. Can they, though? Can they, though? That's the question. That's the question. As always, man, we'll be back for the Bulls live call. We'll also be back tomorrow morning. As it says right there on the screen, hit that like button, subscribe to the page. We'll be live for the Morning Breeze tomorrow. Like I said, we're going to have some great conversation tomorrow. We're going to talk through this whole Brian Flores thing and give each side. This is not going to be an argumentative thing where it's just, oh, you think this is blah, blah, blah. You think this is blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not doing that. We're going to have conversation. Because I think we both provided good points, and I want them to be on the show. I love the way that we dialogued it before the show. So we'll be live for that tomorrow. Tune in with that 6 to 9 in the morning. And then, of course, we'll be live for Bulls Live Call on Thursday. And we'll have plenty of content coming your way. If you guys haven't done so yet, man, follow your boy, Pat and P Kid, over on Twitter, at 1PKid, at Pat the Designer, and, of course, the Windy City Breeze page, at the WC Breeze. Follow us over there, man. Hey, we got a ton of stuff going on Twitter. I've got so many. Man, follow me on everything. TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. That's it. I said so many. It was them three. Follow me on all of them, man. I got content coming out on all three platforms. A lot of it is just me acting stupid on there. But that's okay. I enjoy my fun time. It's cool. It's cool. If y'all haven't done so as well, man, grab some of that Breeze merch over at twcbreeze.com. We got a lot of dope merch over there. We got some actual Breeze merch. I got mine coming in the mail. Shout out to everybody who supports the Windy City Breeze. Shout out to all our sponsors. We appreciate everybody for showing love. As always, we appreciate the Breeze Nation. Chicago. Y'all stay safe out there, man.